Hello and welcome to Bay of Fundy Fortunes. I am Natalie. I'm an empath and I'm also an intuitive card reader. I'm here this evening to do general mid-month reading for October 2016 for the sign of Capricorn. What you just see me doing, I just put a smudge up of sweetgrass and sage to clear the energies out. And I always try to send some off to you, the viewer, as well. Good vibrations and all that stuff. For those of you that are new to the channel, I do a 5-card spread out of my Oceanic Tarot deck, and it is created by Jane Wallace, and the illustrator is Jane Delaford Taylor. I pull 5 from that for the main reading, and I pull 1 significator at the end from my deck of tarot, written by Bridget Reed. Illustrator is Colin Howard. I'd like to say thank you as well for stopping by. Thank you for all my current subscribers, very deeply appreciated. And also any new subscribers, and if you're new to YouTube, the subscriptions are free. Just click that little red subscription button at the bottom of this video window. Next time, anytime, if Fundy Fortune posts anything new, you'll be notified via your email notifications. Also, this is a general reading which may or may not resonate with you on a personal level. If you find you like this reading and you enjoyed it, you'd like to have a private, personalized reading, I offer that service. That information as well is found down below the video window in the description box. Okay, so let's get right into the reading, Capricorn. I did say Capricorn, right? Because this is for Capricorn. When you start doing the readings back to back, doing the recordings, we tend to sometimes, I've seen other readers do it and I've done it, I'll say Sagittarius instead of Capricorn because I just finished Sagittarius. But anyway, the overall energy in your 5-card Oceanic Tarot spread is the Page of Pentacles, and it's about opportunity. Pages are all about messages, new information, usually literally meaning that and it's always a young person if it's going to be a person at all. It's hard at night getting the cards there. It's usually an actual younger person, not a middle-aged or 30-ish. It'd be below 30 to all the way down to, 4 or 5 years old. So, and it's about opportunity. This is your overall reading. And Pentacles are always about money, number one, finances, wealth, that kind of thing. So, when this card shows up, it brings good news about finances, work, education. This page also will bring you hope, and a wish may be granted at this time as well. This page, I am feeling and hearing to tell you that this page is going to be connected with a wish that you have for some of you Capricorns right now. This is a young male, and he's associated with a wish that you have a very deep-seated wish. For some of you, there's pending job offers, or some of you may be selling your property at this time as well. I just had a nudge to say as well, some of you could be buying a property before winter sets in, something you've been wanting to tie up for a while. Yeah. This is going to happen soon, says the card. So pay close attention to any paperwork that's coming your way. And if you watch any other of my videos, I always say when it comes to contracts, and the nudge is never, ever different than what I'm going to say right now. When you have to sign papers and you're signing any kind of contracts or agreements, you go over them with a fine-tooth comb and you look for things that are wrong. If you feel any what-ifs on what you're reading, or what if this happened, stop it right there and examine that and talk it over with the person on the other side of that contract that you're dealing with, so that there's no what ifs. You don't need what ifs, because what ifs, that's wishy-washy and can be stretched either way. Somebody chooses to stretch it. You don't want that. You want locked in concrete. It's what you want when you're signing your contracts. The advice of this card is to look for offers in any kind of property right now. There's a good chance on the horizon coming quite soon for job opportunities, work opportunities. Keywords for this card are money, messages, work, luck, communications, confidence, optimism. Communications are kept clear, there'll be a reason for optimism. That's what I'm hearing there for that. The second card that I pulled for you, Capricorn, in your finances and in your wealth, anything to do with money, is the Hermit, and he's all about contemplation. Okay. Okay, so this card shows up. Some of you are thinking about getting in on some kind of a business deal. Some of you are stopping to take some time, inwardly anyway, if not physically, but inwardly, to make a move financially. This is something quite big. This is something that can transform your life, not in a huge way, but can make your life. You're going along like this, and there's going to be a little blip. You're going to go around, and it's a cha-ching moment. Cha-ching, cha-ching. Money, money, money. You're going to be taking some time and sitting back to study and absorb things that have happened lately. The Spirit is saying, and the guides are saying, to welcome this retreat rather than feel lonely. Just because you're off by yourself doesn't mean that you're lonely. Welcome it and embrace it. You need this time. Know that you have an inner light. That's your instinct, your energy, your fire, your spirit. And know that it will guide you in the proper way as long as your intentions are honorable. And your integrity is where it should be. At this time as well, Capricorn, any relationships you have in your life, if they're a little overwhelming, a little daunting, a little overbearing, putting a weight on you, try to distance yourself and put a little bit of space in there temporarily. A little gap in between the people that are like that in your life. You've got something going on inside, and right now you're sensitive to the energies that are going on around you. You're like a sponge. You can absorb all that. So you're going to need to take a conscious effort to, yes, still deal with these people, and yes, still speak with them, deal with them tactfully, but make sure that you're putting some space in between you and them so that you're not absorbing their energies. The advice of this card at this moment is, because I'm hearing you need to be alone right now. There's financial pressures, but a financial change as well. And you need to be alone to figure things out. The advice of this card is to do not resist being alone at this time. This is a time for contemplation and for finding the answers that you need to find. Know yourself on a deeper level. Trust in yourself. Trust in your own judgment. The keywords for this card are thought, retreat, travel, inner journey, solitude. Some big decisions to make for a couple of you out there. I only feel there's maybe 2 of you out there right now. That's what I'm feeling off the card anyway. The third card in the third placement is in your love anything close and important to your heart. And it's the Four of Wands, and it's about reward. Right now, for some of you, you're going to be finishing some projects. Some of you will be finding a new home. Some of you are still going to be taking holidays quite soon. And on the trip, you could find love. That's for a few of you. When this four appears, it's called the Happy Four because it brings leisure and freedom and happiness and release. The key words for this card are balance, love, contentment, freedom, openness, travel, and home. The advice of the card is to be carefree while you can and replenish your mind, your body, your soul, because you deserve it. Because you're going through something right now that has taken some heavy, some of you, because this card even indicated some travel at some point. You may actually go away to get that alone time that you're needing. That's what I'm seeing here anyway. Actually taking a trip to spend by yourself. Now you're not alone, right? But you're going to be looking to spend that by yourself. You need some thinking to do, some serious decisions to make. But it's going to be there's going to be some twists and turns in this trip. I see somebody's meeting somebody there. They're meeting somebody on this trip, and it's going to feel like destiny. Destiny, definitely. This is going to, yeah, you may not be coming back alone. You may go alone, but you're probably not going to be coming back alone. At least in spirit, there's a connection you're going to make while you're on this trip. This isn't something you planned for, and it wasn't something you were looking for. It's just something that happens, and it's going to happen to you, Capricorn. The fourth card that I pulled for you is the Queen of Pentacles, and she's all about kindness. And this fell in your challenge position for mid-month October, Capricorn. Keywords for this card are generosity, love, money, comfort, nature, children, and animals. The advice of this card is to get yourself involved, more hands-on in practical help. And the card is suggesting that you're going to be letting your loved ones know, or you need to let them know. I'm sorry, you need to let them know that you're going to be taking a more hands-on approach from here on out. And you're sharing your knowledge with them as well. To those that need to hear it. It's a need as you know kind of thing. Know as you need. Need as you know. This woman appears she's very affectionate and she's very generous. And she's a wise helper that we all want to have somebody just like her in our lives. She's a lover of nature and home. She loves her family. Very family oriented. She's very, very down to earth. And sometimes, Capricorn, this is the you card. So there's challenges within yourself this month. At the end of the month, you're going to find yourself with a few challenges. If this sounds like you, this is you. If you're a lover of nature, and very kind and generous, strong sense of family and tradition. She's here to also tell you that now's the time to get focused on whatever this trip is about, okay? You could actually come back after meeting this woman, which is going to help you make your decision that needs to be made while you're on this trip. This woman is very pivotal in your life. It'll be a poignant memory for you down the road. This woman, if you hadn't encountered her, if you hadn't taken this trip when you did and went where you did, wherever you end up at, and meet this woman, the rest of your life would have come out a lot different. And this is a good thing that you're meeting her. These are good changes and wonderful things. You may feel like you're taking some risks, and yes, you will be. Minor ones, but just the same. Okay, so your challenge for the month is to pay attention for this woman. If this is not you, now you know you're that person. You can always review this video, but I described her, what kind of a person that she is. So you know that this is you or not. If it's not you, this is somebody you're going to meet. And you need to keep your eyes and your ears peeled, and you need to take her seriously. She's going to guide you in some very in-depth, almost primal way. It's going to make a big change. The last card that I pulled for you, and this is in your message from Spirit, and it is the Nine of Swords, and it's all about anxiety. So when the Nine of Swords shows up, it's the swords again. It's things of the mind and the brain, decisions that have to be made. Cross swords, at crossroads even with yourself. It is the card of worrisome. It is a card sometimes of there's more worry going on than need be. So that's a big thing right there. Spirit is telling you that things are not that bad, that you need to take time alone. You need to get to know thyself a little bit better and a little deeper. Leave your heart and your hands and your arms open to other people coming into your life to enhance your life, to make things better for you. Let me pull my last card here that I pulled for you. And it is the card of strength. This comes from the deck of tarot, and this is your significator. This will either reiterate and emphasize, or will slide something in that couldn't be fit in with the Oceanic Tarot deck. Okay. And let me get my book. Sorry about this. I should have looked this up earlier and place marked it, but I didn't. There it is. Came in upright. This card represents spiritual or physical strength and triumph. Well, now, Capricorn, how's that? And a good reading. These cards are your important ones. This strength card at the end, the Hermit, the contemplation over financial situations, and don't resist change. Know yourself on a deeper level. Going on a trip. Needed time alone. This is not, I feel alone, I'm lonely, I'm pulling myself away. This is, I need to get away. And for some people, that has to come down to that. They can't get a moment's peace. They need to get away. So these, you know, these are the important cards to really focus in on. So when this woman appears, she's the one. She will be very kind and very earthy. You'll recognize her. Very down to earth. You'll feel like you've known her for years and you've never laid eyes on her before. But she's going to be very pivotal in what's coming up in the next few months for you. You heed her words. There's going to be, she may not even realize what it is she's saying to you, but you're picking up on things, making the wheels turn. She's kind of greasing your wheels. is what she's doing. She's greasing your wheels of imagination and creativity and self-belief. But you're going to get to know yourself while you're on this trip. You will get to know yourself a lot better than what you did before. And things aren't as bad as what they seem. They were really not that bad. So, Capricorn, that's your reading for the last 2 weeks of October, mid-October. So, I hope you come back. And if you haven't subscribed, click that button so you can get the November readings. They'll be coming out in about 2 weeks' time. So, Capricorn, a lot of introspection and quiet time for you in the next 2 weeks. That's the overall energy. The word subtlety, subtle, things that are subtle, comes to mind. Understated, quiet. It doesn't mean stuff's not happening, because it is happening. In the end, you'll make the right decision, what's right for you, and how things are going to work for you. Your money and your finances will increase as well, because of the time you took and invested into yourself, getting to know yourself. That's the main reason why you're going to, for some of you, have to pull yourselves away from your life for a little bit so that you can straighten things out. Because some of you have just gone through some things and now it's time to clean them up. There's been a mess and now it's time to clean up the mess. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this reading and I hope you come back for November's reading. Until then, Capricorn, enjoy the last 2 weeks of October. Oh boy, old man winter's coming up on us fast. I hope to see you back here in 2 weeks' time. Hopefully we won't be buried under 6 feet of snow. Anyway, until then, from my heart to yours, thank you for coming by, and good night.